Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, brothers and sisters in Christ. Now, I'm going to get into the raw notes that I have taken every day. I take notes ever since March of 2024 when God was speaking to me in numbers and he was speaking to me loudly. I was like, what is going on? I went through that refiner's fire. I came out on the other side, and now I understand all the nudges, all the knocking, everything that's going on, how he sends me signs with birds, with eagles, with bugs, with just pay receipts, with just numbers in general across the board. He's speaking so loudly to me, and I just have to share these raw notes with you to tell you, hey, I'm not crazy. This is actually what's been going on. And this is only a half day of notes. This Thursday, I worked maybe until 2 o'clock. I was off the rest of the day, and I didn't. I didn't work a full day, and I still had like 11 pages of notes. So let's get into it. Let's go through it. So I have an alarm clock up here because it's time. And Jesus told me, God told me, it's time. It's time. Like he's coming. So that's why I just have an alarm bell up there, and I have emojis through here. I got these books here because of testimonies. These are all testimonies, and I got fire beside them. I mean, I went through and cleaned some of this up, but these are my raw notes, guys. So I just go through. I had a knock in my ear last night. So it would have been Wednesday night at 10:28 p.m. I was watching Global Rapture Watchers. There you go. It was 555 likes on that channel as I was watching it. There was a knock in my ear. Um, my bed was shaking at 11:08 last night, and then 11:11 knock in my ear. So I'm just going through. I highlighted these things. I highlighted the knocks. I highlighted the numbers, just to show you really how God's speaking to me and what's been going on, and just kind of run down the list for you. Just to share this with you, just to share my raw notes with you. So you got knocks, you got numbers. I highlighted 53. I highlighted 28. I highlighted 44. Just to show you what's been going on. Bird at 5:55 a.m. Knock while I was driving it, 28 minutes. Bird, two birds right away. It was 7:28, 10:28, 31:53. My tone changed after I typed in 10:28. My tone was changing again on my phone. My tone changed at 7:24, at 10:24 on my phone, guys. And then a knock and a bug. These bugs that hit me are like sent from an angel or something, because they come and they hit my windshield right in front of me, directly in front of me. They hit my windshield, guys. So, I mean, that's from the Lord. It is definitely from the Lord. Sorry, we'll get back here. I want to make sure I'm recording this. So, yeah, and there's also an occasion where a testimony that I have, how I know this is from the Lord when he sends me bugs, is he's speaking to me loudly, and it's crazy. But there's one testimony where I was driving my semi truck in Ohio, and I was going into a construction zone, and it was like slow down to 45 miles an hour. So I had to slow down from 65 to 45, and it was real fast. And I was like, okay, yeah, I got to slow down. Wow, I see traffic. It's really slowed up ahead. And then all of a sudden, all these bugs just hit my windshield, all across my entire windshield at the exact same time. And then what had happened was the car in front of me, the car in front of that car, had hit one of the construction cones, spun out of control, went into the side guardrail. And it was because the car in front of them had hit a cone, and then it hit their car. And so there was an accident right in front of me. And the Lord was warning me to slow down, and he sent bugs it covered my entire windshield. So that's a testimony I haven't even shared. So that's how I know that God sends me bugs as well. It speaks to me through that. So we'll just keep going down the list here. Knocking, all kinds of knocking. I highlighted all knocks, and I'll go over the numbers with you. I added up all of these numbers, like just the numbers I highlighted, just the things I highlighted. I was adding up how many times I heard knocks and what was really going on. So I just take notes as I go, and I speak into my phone. I have a headset, I have my notes open, I have the microphone on, and I speak into my phone because I don't even listen to anything while I'm driving because God's speaking to me so loudly. I have to be attentive to what He's trying to tell me while driving. So I have a headset on, and I'm literally speaking into my notes. And I have a one touch, only semi truck drivers can only touch their phone once. So I do the one touch, like maybe for an emoji or something. I'll do a one touch, and maybe for a space to give space here. So my eyelash, okay, like my eyelash will get caught in my eye, and then boom, like 11:28, 2:88, driving is 28 minutes. So I know that's the Holy Spirit. And also my eyes flutter. I have eye fluttering that happens. I hear a loud knock at 11:26 a.m., 7:40 a.m., 8:40 a.m. I have two different clocks. One's on Central, one's on Eastern. So it was like 11:26. Maybe it was drive time. I can't write everything down all at once, but I'm just trying to take as many notes as I can on a daily basis. And I miss a lot of stuff. And this is all a coded message from God that I'm trying to decipher. So I have to go in at night and look back at all my notes and decipher what He's trying to tell me. And this is how I've come up with all these past videos and all these numbers, because God is speaking to me so loudly through it. So we'll keep going here. Not to see, all my highlights just went away. Well, all my highlights went away, guys, but that's okay. There's still some stuff here. So we'll just keep going through it. Rest area, get back into my truck. I see my on-duty time is 8 minutes. 9:44, 11:11, and 30. License plates. He speaks to me in a license plate. There was a license plate that passed me at light W8, and there was a knock 717, 807, knock 1058. And I've gone over the 5.8s in my last videos, and the 9.9s, and the 8s, and the 11s, and the 5s. So knock for 811, knock for 911, and what those correlate to. So go back and watch that previous video, and I'll probably combine all these videos at once, or for one big video in the end here. So here's another one. I had a tap on my seatbelt. There was a knock on my seatbelt, and a seatbelt tap, 706:16. Why sixes? Because this was 6 days away from the 28th. I was seeing sixes and hearing knocks for sixes all day on this day. This was Thursday, okay? Thursday, which would have been the 22nd, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the 28th. Okay, we'll keep going here. Just keep going down the list. So I get like, try to highlight this as I go here. I guess that highlighter isn't working. Well, that's all right. So I'll have, well, we'll just keep going through it. I'll try to do this as I go here. So the highlighter, like tingling on my beard, and my tone change. So 8:28 a.m., it was tingling on my beard, and my tone changed. So I get that a lot, guys, where my beard just tingles, and I feel like it's like the Holy Spirit doing that, and it's for a reason. And then the tone on my phone changed, and it was also 9:28, 7:46, 9:20, 9:29, 26, and driving was 28. Driving again, 28. Because I stop, I take breaks. Okay, so it goes back to 0, right? So mile 144, always hear knocks for that. There was a knock for that too above right here. They knock prior to things happening. So I'll hear knocks and I'll be like, what is the number? What are you saying? What's going on, Lord? What are you doing? And then a license plate will pass me. And it's like they knocked because they know what's coming before I even know what's coming. Okay, they're seeing those plates back there, and then I have to wait for the number to actually happen. I'm telling you guys, it's all supernatural. So the tone change, had lots of tone changing. This is a half a day, guys. I had seen many eagles along the highway here. and it was for exit 133, Highway 108, 8:40 a.m., 84, 6:44, man to be fish hooked. This is what I wrote down. And then my tone changed when I wrote this down. All right, this isn't working for me, guys. But you know what? It's a live video. We're going to do everything on the fly like I always do. I do every video in one take. I don't do multiple videos. I don't do multiple takes. I don't splice videos together. I'm raw. I don't edit these things. I do it all in one take. 6:44, man to be fish hooked and tone changed. And then there's just loud knocking, okay, for all this stuff. So, you know, just keep going. Like tone change because it was driving for 44 minutes, tingling on my beard for that. 2909 and mile 126. 126 again. 126, big number there that he keeps showing me. And then I see this license plate like C6R668. You know, Christ Resurrection 8 and 66 or 666. So I thought of that when I saw that. Just trying to decipher all these messages, and even in license plates, I'm trying to decipher that stuff too. So I saw a bird. When I see birds, guys, these things fly literally right in front of my truck. Okay, it's not like I see a bird out in the distance and, you know, it's literally, they fly literally right in front of me. I'm like, okay, that's a sign from God. What's going on here? And then boom, you know, then I see numbers. It's just, it's amazing. It's crazy. I can't explain it, which is why I'm just showing you my raw data here. So it was 6:33, 2:20, 3:28, and 8:53, and my tone changed because I got multiple clocks in my truck, guys. I got 4 different clocks for my driving, and then I got 2 different actual time of day clocks for Central and for Eastern. Then you go down to here, and then my eyelash, again with my eyelash. So then it was like 1991, you know, I think Messiah, Rapture, 1 week, because that's where we are. My eyelash twitched, and I'm trying to decipher the coded messages and what he's trying to tell me here. So, you know, loud knock and eye twitch again for 8:40, 10 a.m. or whatever, 10 o'clock that was. 10 hours could be it for drive time. And 28:49, that was probably my drive cycle. 28 and 1,000. And when I see 10 hours or 10 a.m., I think of the 1,000-year millennial reign. When I see 84, I think of 5784, the year that the Hebrew calendar's in. So there's so much, guys. It's crazy. This is a half a day of notes, and we're not even halfway through. I'm just trying to get through this as quickly as I can here. So tone change and knock. You got 253 with all this stuff, actually. 611, 1958, 94, 8, 28, 40. I mean, this is just wild, y'all. I just got to show it to you. Eagle, got another eagle here for these numbers right here, right? 8, 15, 92.8, 444. There's tingling. I had tingling on my body, tingling on my beard. I'm not sure. I had to quickly write this stuff down, guys. I don't even have time to write this stuff down. I'm barely getting all this stuff out into my notes. This is how urgent the message is, and how he's just speaking to me so loudly. So when I say the messages are urgent, because they are urgent, because I'm getting spoken to so loudly through all these numbers. And then a bug hit me immediately right in front of me, guys, is where they hit me. Always, boom, right in front of me. And then it was 28,997. So 28, I'm thinking August 28th. I don't know. Maybe it's September 28th. Maybe it's October 28th. But I'm thinking the 28th based on the testimonies that I previously had with 534 with the towels. That was on July 28th, August 4th. So then you got mile 888. My steering went to the left. I think I talked about this in my last video. Or that might have been for mile 28. I'm not really sure. It happens a lot. You know, that stuff happens. God's actually stopped my vehicle before where I couldn't even move. I put my semi truck in drive. My air brakes aren't on. I push my air brakes in, and there's a truck that rolls up beside me that has a number on it. And I put my foot on the gas, and my truck doesn't go anywhere. And it's just the engine. It's not moving. It's like there's an angel holding me back to see the number on the truck beside me. That's happened before, and I haven't even spoke about that testimony. There's so much going on, guys. It's crazy. So I twitch, and then there are numbers associated with it. And this is also probably up here. It happens to me. This has all happened. All these things that are grouped together, they all happen together all at once. Okay. All these things that are grouped together happen together all at once. Another bug, 88 mile marker, 824, 87.4, 944, 828.33, iTwitch, 121, 10:21 a.m., 10:21, 121. We're going to get into that in my next videos. And 858, 2839. These are huge numbers in regards to like what I've been researching. He's showing me, August and Av. And that's the month that we're in. We're in the month of August and the month of Av on the Hebrew Jewish calendar. So, I'll just keep skimming through this. We could spend all day here. I could spend all day talking to you. Look, beard tingle, it's like just a tingling on my beard. Mile 128, 128.8, and 2811. Probably was a license plate that drove by me. My drive time was 142. I talk about 142 in my previous videos, and I'm going to talk about it upcoming videos with Strong's Concordance. There's so much here. I saw like 2 deer on the side of the road right when it was 2808. There was like 2 deer just staring at me on the side of the road. And I was like, is this a sign, Lord? I don't really see deer ever. And then boom, I was like, this is crazy. So then you got, let's keep going here. My tone on my phone changed again for exit 144. I had an Eagle and it was 744. That was probably my clock I don't have time to like tell you everything that it is, but I don't have the time to say drive time until break. I just write down the numbers and what's all associated with them. Knox for all this stuff too, guys. And tone change. There's an Eagle. They're all sequential. They're all right back to back to back. There was tons of birds, and there was something going on YouTube. I was listening to trumpets, and I heard tons of birds. I think I was listening to the God's going to be calling his children, and he's going to sound the trumpet. He's going to sound the trumpet, and then I just saw a ton of birds. And then an Eagle at 133.584. That was my mileage on my semi truck, and then it was also 844. Whoops, it was also 844. In mile 153. You can't make this stuff up. 153, 844. There's so many numbers, guys. It's like hard to decipher, but I'm doing my best here. I highlighted everything at the beginning, but when you highlight stuff in Word, I don't know how to save it. It goes away if you click into the document. So I clicked into the document and all my highlights went away. It is what it is. We're just going to go through it without everything being highlighted. This is my raw notes. So Knox, there's Knox everywhere, guys. Knox, look at that. So knocking for 8.828. Yes, Knox. And then I put 538, and then there was 172.8, and knock for 44. It's crazy. Just knocks. Look at all these knocks. I tried to highlight everything so you could see how many knocks are associated with it. But luckily, I broke out the numbers, and I'll show you the numbers of how many knocks I received. At least the ones that I wrote down. At least when I wrote down a knock, I've recorded how many times that happened to me in this day. So we'll get to that at the end. There was 11:44 a.m. 11:44, big number there too. I always see that. 453 birds, 48, 84, 6, 84, 6 days. I have 6 days from this date. So that's what happens, guys. When I was 12 days out, I saw 12s. 11 days out, I saw 11s. 10 days out, I saw 10s. And that's not just me trying to see it. It's knocks for those numbers. 8 and 8, 1148 knocks. 711, 8707. My tone change is 448. Tone changed on my phone. Drive time was 44. And so much, guys. So much. Eagles, man. Eagles, 11:53 a.m., 4:44, driving 48, and 8:11, all together right there. Whew. Eagles again, 7.6. Man, the completion of man completion. Man is 6, 7 is completion. 11:56, 5 and 6 is 11, so that's 11:11. 4:42, 44 and 2, 2 meaning set apart. 44 is a fish hook. Mile 7.4, 74 is Jesus. 8:08, 8 is new beginnings. 8 is August. So I look at numbers, guys, like I'm Neo in the Matrix. It's like I can understand every single number that is on this and on this spreadsheet, on this note, these notes here. I understand what every number means. It's biblically. So that's the refiner's fire that I was put through, and God's speaking to me loudly through it right now. So driving 58, 5 and 8, August and Av. Try to quickly keep going through this. So birds, mile marker, knocks 18, 758, 2648, 653, 8, 1108, knock. 11 is also, Av is also the 11th month. So it's the 11th month and the 5th month. I explained that in my previous video as well. So Av in August, knocking for that as I wrote it down. Knocking and bug at the same time. 4:28, 6:48, and the tone on my phone changed. It was 11:11 a.m. So crazy. So awesome, though. I mean, I wouldn't change this for the world. It's so cool. I'm just trying to decipher it all. Trust me, I pray to God. I pray to the Lord all day, every day about this stuff. I'm just talking to God all day long about these numbers, about what He's trying to talk to me about. So all day I'm seeking Him, been like, oh, is that what you're saying, Lord? Is this what you're saying? It's nonstop all day. 6:44 again, knock for that. 278, 74. Oh man, I can keep going for days. This is only a half a day's notes, guys. It's crazy. Then you got the tone on my phone changing for 7:44, for 9:93, and for 12:22 p.m. The tone on my phone changed. And there was an eagle. I think there was probably an eagle right after that too. 11:24 a.m. 24, the year 2024. 11, the month of Av. Knox for 740. 74 is Jesus in simple gematria. And completion on the 4th week, if you think about it. Completion on the 4th week. 12:26, 11:26. Knox for all that. Driving, bug, my phone changed, my tone changed. At 2:08, driving, it was 121. So 121 is a big number. 11:28. So, I mean, I can just highlight everything here, guys. It's literally so crazy. Bottle pop, 240, tone change. I had my water bottle popped. 404, 240. Driving, 155.5 mile marker and 128. Knock. 153.5, knock. At 153, knocks. 88, knock in my ear. My tone on my phone changed. 726. I mean, there's so much, guys. Here's another one. 11:44, because I have two different clocks, guys. Remember, I got Central Time and I got Eastern Time, okay? Two different clocks. So that's why it's 12:44, 11:44. That's why you're like, you already said 11:44 a.m. I know. I have Eastern and Central in my truck. Knox 144 mile marker. I mean, this is crazy, guys. Knock 2608 tone change 84.7. Driving, there's Knox. My tone on my phone changed. Knock is 1248. 67574 1385 85 again. Drive time. My drive time was 144. I just keep going here. Driving 153, 128. Knock. Bottle pop. I got a bottle pop and a knock. 128.5 mile. Knox 144 feet. There's distances in my truck. I look down. There's distances. There's mileage. I rarely go to my mileage. Okay. Unless I am hearing a knock and the numbers on my screens are not associated with anything that makes sense, then I go to my mileage and click out of the screen that I'm in on my dashboard. Then I have to go to my mileage and go, oh, they're knocking for my mileage. Yes, that's supernatural. How would they know my mileage? They know. God knows everything. He's going to know when my mileage turns over to 133,688. So it's pretty crazy. Bird. There was a bird in the middle of the road. I was driving. It was 158. Bottle pop 555 335. Knock 333 7658 1208. I put 74 Jesus and completion on the 4th week. 77 equals Christ, 7 years and 7 days since the solar eclipse in 2017, August 21st. 284 2024, the 8th month. Or 248 2024, the 8th month. 284 set apart 5784. I'm trying to decipher all the messages. Writing notes down as I go, as I'm driving. Knocks for all this stuff, guys. Just got knocks for everything. Knock 2:08 p.m. 108:20 24:44 555 111. The list goes on, man. The list goes on and on and on. Eagle 74:28:9. I just highlighted over the eagle there, but 74 is Jesus, 28 could be August 28th, and 9 is bear fruit. And then it was also 50:28, and 133704 was my mileage. I tried to highlight all these knocks. They're all unhighlighted now, but you can see them. Knock 4108 or 41408. 126, my tone changed. 1:26 p.m. knock and tone change. So this is how I'm trying to decipher what they're saying. And then I find the numbers as I'm doing the research through the Strong's Concordance and then through the timelines and charts from the eclipses from October 7th, from the first day of the year, January 1st, from April 8th eclipse, from the first fruits, April 24th. Then I'm like, how do these numbers make any sense? Then you figure it all out. You go to the Hebrew and Greek. You figure out what they're trying to tell me, what God's trying to tell me. 24:28 knock. Knock 777 84. Knocks for 2806. Knocks 24:24. Loud knocks. I'm all kinds of exclamation points here. Loud knocks. You got knocking for 28272 and 528. Hallelujah. I just heard a knock on my truck. If you didn't hear that, I just heard that. There's a knock on my truck as I'm saying this. Knock 996. Knock 994. 9888. 98.8. There's so many numbers I'm getting tongue tied at this point. Knock 1443. Knock again, and birds. Knock 998 528, and that's why I question: is he talking about the 28th of Av, August 24th? I'm confused. What's going on? And that's not the case. knock immediately. I just take notes as I go and question things. Like, what is he saying? What is he saying? You know, I don't know, guys. I'm just showing you the raw notes, and I have to decipher it. I have to go to the Lord, pray. What are you trying to show me, Lord? What are you trying to show me? And then I'll go into the Strong's Concordance, and then I'll hear knocking when I go to the Strong's Concordance to search for these numbers. So this is just my life and what's been going on, and this is just a glimpse into my life, a fraction of a fractional percentage of what's been going on. And this is only one half day, just a half day of what's happened in my life. And this has all been happening since March of 2024. I've been taking notes like this since then. So 448, 888, Knox, 524, Knox, 444, Knox, 724, Knox, 2411, Knox, 1:44 p.m. Knox, 2:44 p.m. Knox, 58 minutes Knox, tingling, just all kinds of stuff here, guys. I mean, just loudly. 08, 511, 5 and 11. 5 is Av and 11 is Av. 717 Knox, 524 Knox, birds. And then birds were right there just flying. They fly in front of my truck, guys. And then 508 Knox, 984 Knox, driving 44. And then 1:53. So 1:53 p.m. Not the best at doing this on the fly, guys, and highlighting all this stuff, but bear with me. We're almost through this. 5:11, 24 minutes. Knock, my driving was 48 minutes. 7:11, 23:58. There you go. 7:11, 23:58. 5 and 8, Av in August. Butterflies. So I see butterflies too, guys. Butterflies appear out of nowhere. They come and they fly right at my windshield and fly above my windshield. They'll fly right in front of me, or they'll fly right at me and fly at my windshield and then go over my truck. This happens all the time. So then I had 328, a plate knock and tingling, and a butterfly came. Ending mileage was 133,740 for the day, and at 2:08 p.m. I ended my day. Now, is that not God or what? All the traffic, everything you could think of, all the stops I made. I have to stop at this business at this location, then I stop to go use the restroom, then I stop to go get something to eat, and then I end my day. My day is at 2:08 p.m. where I end my day, and my ending mileage was 133,740. 74 is Jesus. And 2:08 meaning the 28th. Well, I don't know, guys. This is just he's speaking so loudly to me. Tap on my leg. I was in my own car now, so I'm in my own car. I'm in my car, okay? And that's all this stuff has happened to me in my car. Tap on my leg. I didn't record a lot of this actually. I have a part 2 of Thursday's notes that aren't even on here. That I was in my car when things were happening to me, so a lot of that stuff isn't even on here. But tap on my leg for 3:26 p.m. and 3:28 p.m. and then 77 degrees. That was interesting in my vehicle. It's like 77. 77 is Christ and completion. 3:33 p.m. as well. Then a bird came across my personal vehicle, and I saw all these numbers. 77,222.4 was my personal mileage on my personal vehicle. 2,044. These are all plate numbers with the bird. And then I saw a plate that said the message. I saw a plate that said the message with the E being a 3. That was cool. Eagle I saw another eagle in my personal vehicle for 511, for 229, 1122, and below here for 8228. That's what the eagle was for. I think it was for 511 and 8228 mostly. That was crazy. And my mileage again, 77224.8. Knock in my ear, 348, 944. A bird, 272. Just so much going on. Lots of birds. And then I see these numbers right here. So I don't know, guys. I'm trying to decipher the coded messages and all the knocking and all the nudging and all the butterflies, the eagles, the bugs they send my way, the wipers. I have windshield wipers that go off at specific times, and they tap on my seatbelt. I mean, this is all supernatural, guys. I don't know how else to explain it. I've been doing this for so long that I can tell you it's all 100% from God, and I'm not a lunatic. I'm not going crazy. It's because Jesus is coming back, and he's speaking to his bride. He's speaking to his children, the people that are seeking his appearance, the people that are seeking him with their whole heart and looking for his glorious appearance. Those are the ones he's speaking it to. And he's speaking to so many people differently. We all have different, all of us have a different assignment in the body of Christ, right? And we all have something different that the Lord speaks through us and to us about, and how he speaks to us. So he speaks to me in numbers. He'll speak to somebody else in dreams, and somebody else will have a vision. And he speaks to people when they pray. All these things, it's all different. God is a big God, and he does big and powerful and mighty things, and he can do a different thing in every single person. And this is what he's doing in my life, speaking to me in numbers very loudly. So let's get over to, I'm going to show you this. So for Thursday's highlights, I had written down the word knock 88 times. I had written down the word NOK, knock, short for knock, 67 times. I'm so tongue twisted by all these numbers. It's crazy. I wrote down knock 67 times. Bird was 18. Eagle was 9. My tone changed 29 times. My I wrote that down 6 times. There was a tingle 2 times. Tingling 6 times. My wipers 1 time. Bug 9 times. Bottle pop 4 times. Something knocking in my ear probably 12 times. My seatbelt 1 time. Beard 3 times. Deer 1. Butterfly 1. A tap on my leg or arm 2. The number 58 was recorded 40 times. 28 was recorded 86 times. 524 4 times. 84 16. 44 58 times. And 53 45 times. So guys, I'm just laying this all out to you and just showing you everything that what's been going on in my life, and giving you the raw data. It's not like I just come on here and go, hey guys, this is the date. I'm like, hey guys, I don't know, but this is what God is showing me, and I'm trying to decipher the message. So this is what God is showing me, and this is only a half a day of notes. Think about that. I've been doing this. This has been happening to me since March of 2024. So yeah, the crazy supernatural encounters every day, all day. This is hundreds of encounters, okay? I counted up the knocking alone. So if you combine knock and knock, it's a 155. How many times I actually recorded knocking? How many times I actually recorded it? I mean, I just heard this spirit just came over me in my ear. It's 9:28. It's 9:28. Just had the spirit come over me, and knock in my ear. And it's 9:28 on my microwave digital clock right now. So, you guys, I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that I have to share this with you. God told me to share this with his sheep, that he's speaking loudly to me, and he's coming soon. So Jesus is coming soon, guys, and it's time to be unshakable in Christ Jesus. I love you all. Take care, and God bless.